This is the Big D Zone, and it's been a while since I came back to what I love doing, which is podcast, and give you some content about me and about what I do. And sometimes when I travel, I take you along with me because I don't have a queen or even a princess in Big D country. But I have all of you, the citizens of Big D country, and of course, I have my cabinet of Big D country as well. You know who you are. So, let me fill you in on the juicy stuff that happened while we last left. As we last left our hero, exit the hospital, but not only exit the hospital, a week later, he had the follow up to the surgery. I went to the follow up like a good patient. Yes, I'm a good little patient. Yeah, I'm a good little patient. But I left the follow up for the surgery. Said it was a good surgery, and now my flashback could go the hell away because for weeks up until I got my biopsy back. But I feel that I have to have a second opinion, which I have a right to do. It didn't show cancer, but it showed something else. And I will get you that in a minute. But remember that it was said that, oh, you might have skin cancer, you need a biopsy. Now, the way he should have said it was, there's a possibility that you could have skin cancer. Let's wait until the biopsy come back and confirm that. No, 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 no. He said those words that gave me flashback after flashback after flashback until I got my results. You might have cancer. You need a biopsy. Good intent, wrong way of putting it. So, thank God it's kind of wrong, but I'm thinking I'm definitely getting a second opinion. But there's other cancers that I'm trying to hunt and see what I have. But there was a confusion, I'll give with that too, on another cancer that I probably thought that I have. So I was like, 2 in 1 month? You gonna scare me with 2 in 1 month? Really? All right, so let's get down to the action of filling you in on what type of thing that was on my nose. Okay. Yeah, so let's do that right about now. So, on the 3rd of June, okay, on the 3rd of June, I thought it was going to be 2 full weeks, but they did say it could take up to 2 full weeks. But on the 3rd of June, the doctor tried to call me. Of course, I was trying to sleep because the second I had a day from hell when I went to the sleep study. Then I went to one of the doctor's appointments. No, I went to therapy, and then I went to another doctor, and it was a long day, and I was tired as hell. Had no energy after that. But then the third come, and drum roll, please. It is now. I'm gonna butcher this, but it is Prurigo Nodularis. That is Prurigo Nodularis. Apparently, that was the thing that was bothering my nose. That looking like a basal cell carcinoma, which I was hoping that was the easiest cancer that I get. And then my new PCP thought it was melanoma, the deadly kind. Let me tell you, when I went to my new doctor, what was thought that I had until I didn't know there was a couple of things that was grouped together as far as the medical billing and coding. Yeah, I was going to take medical billing and coding, see if I could work at home as a medical biller and coder. But I never took it, so that's why I didn't know until the doctor told me, and then also I looked it up myself. And I heard about acute kidney injury, and it was HCC. Then it was It was melanoma, ACT, and I was like, what the hell is this? Do I have liver cancer or something? What the hell is this? What the hell is this? And so at first I thought I put up an ACC, and the first one says uh, says liver, some kind of liver cancer, but in healthcare, ACC stands for Heterological Condition Category. It's a system for grouping medical diagnosis into categories based on similar expected cost and completely complexity of care. The system is used to establish future healthcare costs and to adjust payment for healthcare providers. So that's what my scare was when I thought that I had liver cancer. But I'm still going to do checks. They're going to have me try Cologuard again. I had a weird delivery special statement messed up on that. And hopefully by this time it'll be a lot better. Even though they was going to tell me to do a colonoscopy, but the prep was awful. The second, now we have a uh second chief of police. We now have two chief of police. That used to be the head of the FBI. But anyway, but according to the the second police chief, um, he said that his friend had a colonoscopy, and the prep was awful. I'm already don't do well in the heat. Matter of fact, I got two more appointments next week, which is a implant. Yeah, I'm going to see about an implant for sleep apnea, and I don't do CPAP machines very well because of it's hard to clean and the mask is ugly. I mean, I'm already looking ugly right now with my nose going on, and how the hell is going to help me to find a second wife? It's like, why am I even here in the first damn place? I'm not allowed to have a family. I'm not allowed to have a regular family with children, maybe a dog and a cat or whatever. I'm not allowed to have that. Really? But anyway, anyhow, uh, yeah. So I don't have cancer, at least not yet. I'm going to do a second opinion. I do have a hearing test after the day after the implant. Now this winter storm, and then we had the Saharian dust storm arriving this weekend. Great. So not only I might get sick, probably started tomorrow because they want to dump heavy rain and thunder showers on my ass. But now we got a dust storm coming. Great. On the 10th will be my last appointment. I know they want me to go to the ear, nose, and throat doctor, but I can't do this with all this damn weather that we've been having and we've been facing. I can't do it. I can't take a break. Luckily, I've been dodging it because thankfully, I waited till I got back to the second palace. But you just never know. You just never know. Like the next day of this recording, I'm supposed to go to get labs again, but this time it's not 3 a.m. It's 3 p.m., not 3 a.m. And this time, hopefully, I can get to eat something before I go and all that stuff because I can't do anything fasting unless I'm going to the surgery or something like that. Which I had to do twice. That was a nightmare. And I had to do the whole special wipe thing twice. That was embarrassing. But anyway, anywho. So, oh yeah, I'm also gonna get my liver checked, and I'm also gonna get my prostate checked. No, I think it was prostate check. I think the PSA. I think that's prostate check. But either way, I And throughout all this medical journey, I found me a theme song that I forgot that I liked. This Eminem and Dr. Dre, I Need a Doctor. And it just culminates the whole thing that I've been going through since May 12th. This whole thing out. And all figured of when I was trying to figure out, one, why I got sick on March 10th. But then I had an incident, a little teeny tiny incident on a plane that got me so painful, I wasn't even going to make it to the second palace on my own. And I was an hour away from from the second palace. I was in Huntsville. Yeah, yeah, the Huntsville. The execution capital. But yeah, there's also an airport. Oh yeah, yeah, there's an airport in Huntsville called Bush Airport. Yeah, yeah, that's right. There's an airport in Huntsville. So, but anyway, it's just been hot. It's been a killer. I've been choked out a couple of times. I've been cramping when I went to meet the back surgeon. Oh, the back surgeon said he's starting me off on physical therapy. So there's no need for the surgery right away. So he started me off on physical therapy. And we'll see how that goes. So, but of course, I'm going to take you on this journey with me because I had no other family. I have no other peeps. You are my only peeps that I know. So I'm going to bring it to you. I'm going to bring it to you. So, so Monday I had the implant. Oh, and I forgot the implant meeting. Way too early in the morning. Get this. My first ride, my only ride will be at 9 something in the damn morning. 9 something in the damn morning. I will be a freaking wreck. Had that happened earlier, I almost couldn't answer the questions. I was boggled. I was dumbfounded. I was like, I wanted to answer the question so I could find out what the hell was going on. I wanted to answer the question, but me, not being a morning person, couldn't even do it. This is why I hate morning appointments. And the hospital follow-up only be done in the morning. So I was flustered. I even told the doctor, I'm flustered. I told you that. But anyway, anywho, anywho, let's just cut to the chase. The implant is at 10 something in the morning. I gotta struggle to get up at 8 something in the morning before the bus, before my ride comes at 9 something, and then I gotta suffer. The only good thing about the afternoon was is the next day when I got the hearing test at Hearing USA. That's the only good thing. And after that, I am doing no more appointments, no more medical stuff, because it's going to get too hot. It's going to get too dangerous. We're already in extreme heat. Not extreme heat watch, not extreme heat warning, but we're just in extreme heat. And I'm not doing nothing until the fall. The only way that I go into do any medical stuff is if I have to go back to a hospital. But not just any hospital. I want to go to Memorial Hermann in the medical center. Not no hour away in the capital murder capital of the world in Huntsville, but right here in Houston, Texas, downtown Houston, Texas, that I live south of. Literally right below the gates. Literally right below the gates. So, and I am not happy. I might as well give you another kind of news, but this one, I'm not happy. Because all this week I'm hearing about, ever since Sunday, I've been hearing about the departure, the release of the comedic, the very funny, the over with the fans, R-Truth. And that kind of made me mad. That really made me mad. I'm a fan of R-Truth. Ever since he was in the WWE, I love his the way that he can make people laugh. Even though his expertise is making character, making people break character when they're not even supposed to. He's good at that. He's great with that. He's great with making people laugh. And now there's uproar. Monday Night Raw was saying that we want our truth. We want our truth. We want our truth. Same thing with NXT. We want our truth. We want our truth. You want to know who is the top of all this? The man that lost all my respect. You know, I like the fact that he brought together DX. You know, with Shawn Michaels, China, Road Dogg, Billy Gunn, Road Dogg, and the badass Billy Gunn. And then there was time that China was even in the generation that I love DS. I don't have nothing wrong with that. But it's Triple H. Now that he's COO, he's throwing his weight around, and now he don't even give a damn about the fans that buy merch, and this whole thing with John Cena wants to ruin that wrestling. You know what? I'll blame him too. I'll blame him too because they just had a match on Saturday Night Main Event. And unfortunately, I don't know why that they made R-Truth lost the match. And then just as soon as they lost the match, they released him. It's bringing me back to when Tim Tebow had a dream of joining the Patriots. Why? I don't even understand that. But I was going to cheer for him because I respect Tim Tebow. He is the strongest Christian, better than me. He's better than me at being a Christian himself. He's a better Christian to me. I look up to him. He's more like Christ-like than I am. He'll probably get into heaven quicker than me. But the day I was listening to when he was doing the preseason game, I think I was either watching it or listening to it, whatever, and he won in the game. And you want to know what they did to them? Instead of keeping a good, perfect Christian who would have had helped the New England Patriots in a Christian manner, instead of keeping a strong Christian like Tim Tebow, you know what they did? They cut him the next day. We don't want you. They cut him the next day after he win him the game. That is why I had so much grudge. I kept the grudge ever since then. That's why. I don't ever cheer for the Pats. I spit on the Pats. I spit on them. Even with my late wife, I was talking to her, and she was joking about buying me a Pats jersey when he had that joke. That video used to be on YouTube, but not on my more. When my channel got taken down. But anyway, that joke was infamous on the Big D Zone. But nonetheless, it's coming to a point where you can't be yourself. It's coming to a point that you can't be loyal to WWE. And it's coming to a point that you can't be a Christian when the world doesn't even want you. And then now you're supposed to be living on your own. And when your wife died or your husband died, you're supposed to be by yourself because now people don't want to get married. People said I could do all this by myself and all like that. God forbid there's a kid involved. What the hell? Really? Are you serious? And I still am not happy about not only being turned down by my very good friend Judy because of some asshole scammer scumbag that messed it up, and now Judy doesn't even want a relationship. She wants to stay single. I guess she wants to stay single until we're no longer here. Messed that up for me. And I will never forget that ever again as long as I live on this earth. I will never forget this dumbass scammer. I will never forgive Triple H. Never. Never. And I will never forget the past either. Grudge, grudge, grudge. That's what I have. Grudge on the past, grudge on Triple H, and grudge on that dumbass scammer messed my life with a possible mess of my life when I could have had a potential romance with a good friend and somebody that I know and that I would travel for, like I traveled for my late wife. Oh yeah, I'll do it again. Fuck yeah, I'd do it again. I will travel for the right one. Hell, I would even go to Las Vegas to live in Las Vegas if she was the right one. Or go to a state that I don't even like, which is California. I'll even go there. I'll go there if she's the right one. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. 100%. But make the fact is that if I'm not allowed to be happy, why the fuck am I even here for? Why the fuck did I gotta struggle when people that can get married are all happy? Or people that already married and have a family, even had godsons or goddaughters or whatever like that. Or people that already are married and have kids in colleges and stuff like that. Really? And I'm stuck here by myself. Life is passing me by. Life is tra-la-la-ly and all passing my ass by. Really? Anyway. Now that I got that out of my system, into rants, into flavors that y'all know from Big D Country, on the Big D Zone, the show that brought you the NFL pickup every season. And I still can't get closure from my ex Taylor Swift. I cannot get closure because they don't want to give me closure. I'm not even entitled to the closure. Just like I'm not entitled to have a family. And they want me to die and suffer by my damn fucking self. That's what they want. And then I heard news that somebody wants Taylor Swift to come to the WWE. Hell no. WWE is already in shambles. It's already, and then putting Taylor Swift in there? Hell fuck no. Hell no. Hell no. Okay. Wow. There's a channel that I am going to be recommended to you. If you love drama, if you love cheetah stories, if you love if you love Maury Povich and when he did who Find the Baby Daddy. And, well, I'm not into a fan of Repo, but if you love that, and then if you love Bounty Hunters Catching Fraud, you will love RHD. Now, 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 this was like years ago, but it's still substance. It's still entertaining. It's still funny. I'll put a link to one of the episodes in the description below. Bounty Hunter D, and he's got crazy music. There's a couple of songs that I already liking already, and I can't sing it because YouTube don't want me to sing. Because remember, during my anniversary, it didn't want me to sing for my dear queen of 50 country, the first real president of 50 country. They did not want me to sing for her, so I won't do that. But you get the door there. So, go check out his channel. Give him a shout out and all that good stuff. Like I said, this might be old, but this is another. And another, if you want wrestling stories, if you want to hear great wrestling news, rumors, and speculation, Seanville Entertainment. Seanville Entertainment. I will also put the link to one of his stories down below as well. Yeah, I'll put a link on his as well, and all that good stuff. So anyway, that's Prince DJ, the Big D Zone. I have spoken, and we are out. Whoosh, from Big D Country.